My testing, my testing. Hello student. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, so we'll start now. We have about 70 students here. Yeah. Thanks for waiting for everyone, and we'll start discuss about this 2021 paper 2-1 and May June paper here. And I hope yes the comment just try to keep healthy, don't talk any not relevant one, and yeah, everyone stay calm and let's enjoy to learn MF together. Let's go. Alright, so let's go to the question number 1 here. Okay, so the first one, if I see the question like this, I see there's some bracket square and then plus b. I should know this one is basically is the completing the square. Isn't it? You should know this completing a square. If you do not know this completing a square, something wrong. Alright, if this is a completing a square, how am I going to do a completing a square? Very easy. You can see right now I have x squared minus 6x, isn't it? So I know the b I need to divide by 2. Minus 6 divided by 2, what do I get? I will actually get negative 3, isn't it? So I get x minus 3. And then I square it. Then next step I will do is I will minus this number square, which is 9, plus 1. Then I'm done, which is x minus 3 square minus 8. Alright, and some student might think, sir, are you sure this one is the correct answer or not? Alright, how am I going to show my answer is correct? Okay, right now this process is checking, so you do not need to write in the exam. So if I expand this bracket, what do I get? I get x squared minus 6x plus 9. If I expand the bracket, x minus 3 squared, then minus 8, I will get x squared minus 6x plus 1, which is exactly the same equation from the very beginning, isn't it? So therefore, I'm very sure my answer is correct. So yep, this is the short form. I can use this short form whenever I find out my A is 1. And some students might not get the idea. I just give you some practice. Alright, so if x squared minus 4x plus 5. If I were to do the completing the square for this one, is very easy. I will just do x, this is minus 4, right? Become minus 2 square. And then minus this number square, 4 plus 5. Then I got the answer, x minus 2 square plus 1. Alright, let's say I have x squared minus 9x plus 1. Alright, then what I will do is, 9 divided by 2 is negative 9 over 2 square. I minus this number square, which is 81 over 4 plus 1. Then I got my answer. This one will be minus 37 over 4. Okay, this is how I do the completing the square really fast. If you want to learn the traditional way how to do the completing the square, you can just go to watch my previous content, or you can go to YouTube and check it out. It's basically very easy. And I saw some arrow student here. Yeah, I did teach in arrow last time. Yeah, so this one is for IGCSE, not SPM. Alright, so okay. So let's go to the next one. Hence, write down the coordinate of minimum point on the curve. Okay, first thing is, how do I know this one is a minimum point? We want to know this one is maximum or minimum point is based on the A value. And you might ask yourself, I have no idea what is A value. A value is the number beside the x squared. So because general equation is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, isn't it? A will be the number beside the x squared. If A is bigger than 0, you get minimum. A is less than 0, you get maximum. So over here, my A is 1. Because it doesn't see any number beside the x squared, isn't it? Mean my A is 1, so this one is minimum. And how to get the minimum coordinates? It's very easy. If you learn about completing a square, you know one of the purpose of completing a square is to help you to find a minimum or maximum. So therefore, the coordinate, x coordinate is inside the bracket. And the sign will be always opposite. Negative 3 give you positive 3. And the y coordinate will be the one outside of the bracket square, which is negative 8. Done. And if you have the same calculator with mine, okay, I have a good news for you. your calculator can actually tell you the minimum or maximum coordinate here. Okay, this one is only for the 570EX. So you are using the old model, they don't have this function. You just go to menu and then look for equation, which is A here, and then enter. Look for polynomial, which is number 2. And then degree will be, what is your degree of x here? The highest degree of x, which is 2, isn't it? Because this is x squared, so this is 2. Alright, then I will insert the equation, which is 1, -6, and 1. I enter the original equation. Alright, then this one is my x-intercept. I don't care about my x-intercept here. Enter again, this is another x-intercept. Then you can see, it will tell me my minimum x-coordinate is 3. And my minimum y-coordinate is -8, which is exactly same as my answer. So I can easily get this 1 mark. Alright, so you have this calculator, always use this calculator to check for your answer. Alright, so do you do discussion for GCE O level? Not now, yeah, because a lot of different syllabus, some students ask me to discuss, but I have a very limited time. And I only discuss some paper when my channel have this student, has a lot of this student. Yeah, because my channel, I guess most of them are from SPM, which is Malaysia secondary exams, secondary school exam. Yeah, and I have some of the IGCSE students here. Yeah, about 82 of you. Yeah, so I actually do the 82. Yes, you can also use the dy/dx to check, because the dy/dx actually also can help you to check the maximum or minimum coordinate. If let's say I want to differentiate the x squared minus 6x plus 1, at maximum or minimum mean dy/dx equals to 0, isn't it? So 2x minus 6 equals to 0, then x equals to 3 as well. Okay, you can still use the dy/dx to check. Alright, so but if you are using this model of calculator, yeah, use calculator is easier. This model is called 570EX. Okay, you can go check it out yourself. Okay, so where do you teach now? Basically right now I only teach online. Yeah, I don't teach in any school. Okay, so can have math extender. Right now I have no planning to do the extended math, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I literally is like very busy for every night. But if I have extra time, I will let you know at my channel. So make sure you do subscribe my channel. Alright, so yeah, if I have time, I will do more variants, like some students suggest like October, November 2020, variant 3, isn't it? Yeah, if I have time, definitely I will go for more paper. Okay, so right now, this one is linear law. They tell you this linear law, you have something like ln y, again ln x. And over here, you have two coordinates. You have about 6, 5 and 8, 9. So what this question asks you to do is, they ask you to show that y equals to e power of p and x power of q. Alright, so what I want to do is, I'm going to use these two coordinates to form a linear equation, which is y equals to mx plus c. Alright, what's my y here? Use your eyes to see. What's your y-axis? Your y-axis is ln y, isn't it? So your y is ln y. And is it possible for you to find m? Yes, right, because you have two coordinates. You have two coordinates, you can easily find m, which is 9 minus 5 over 8 minus 6. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Alright, then what is your x here? Ln x, isn't it? C. Use your eyes to see. It's ln x, isn't it? No need to think one. Okay, C is the one you need to find later if you are using this formula. You use another formula, you can straight away find C, but it's fine. Okay, so ln y equals to, this is 4 over -2, which is -2. Okay, you can type in the calculator, ln x plus C. So how am I going to get the C? It's very easy. I can just sub either 6, 5 or 8, 9 into this equation. Then I can get the C value. So I sub 6, 5. But here you must be very careful, because some student will do this mistake. Okay, I demo what the student will do. They'll say, oh, sir, this is ln 5 equals to -2 ln 6 plus C. Then you'll get that, you got wrong. Because why? Because the 6 and 5, this is not x or y value, isn't it? Because this one is no longer x-axis and y-axis. Because we know the 6 itself is the value for ln x, and 5 itself is the value for ln y. So if you cannot sub like this, you need to sub something like 5 equals to negative 2, 6 plus c. Okay, so this is the right way of doing this kind of question. And some students tell me is 2. Yeah, correct. Thanks for that. Yeah, the gradient is 2. Yes. Calm down. Yeah, I saw my mistake. Negative 4 divided by negative 2, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2. Alright, so therefore, this one is 5 minus 12 is negative 7 equals to c. So therefore, my equation here will be ln y equals to 2 ln x minus 7. But this is not the question 1, isn't it? The question 1, y in terms of exponent, something like that. So therefore, I need to go slightly further a little bit by solving this equation. So what I want to do here is, okay, I do not want my equation have ln, so I will do ln y equals to, the 2 are going to move up, become x squared minus 7. Okay, because power we can always move up, become a number we can always multiply, the number we can always move up, become the power. Alright, right now, what I want to do here is, there's few ways you can do. One of the method is 7 is 7 multiply 1, isn't it? So I can say 1 is ln e, because ln e is always equals to 1. Alright, then what I do next is I can just move the power to the top. So become ln e power of 7. Then minus, if I factorize out the ln, minus tell me is divide. Okay, so then now I can cancel out the ln. Then y will equals to x squared over e power of 7. But you realize this one is slightly different with the equation than one here. Then what I can do is, I can say, this one is basically 1 over e7 multiply x squared, isn't it? 1 over e7 is same idea as e negative 7, isn't it? X squared. Done. This one is exactly same with what the question 1. Okay, so yeah, I hope you get it. So I see the Nicholas actually tell me it's 5, sir. It's 5. Am I see anything wrong here? Am I insert the wrong number again? 6, 5, nah, this is 12, negative 7. Nah, I don't see what the Nicholas is saying here, but it's fine. I guess this one is the correct answer. Am I getting the correct? Yeah, I'm getting the correct answer here. Okay, so, okay, this is one of the way, which is I add the ln e after the 7. But what if you don't like this method? You say, sir, is there any other methods on solving this question? Yes. Actually, we can do on another method. So let's say, as already step, what I have here, what I can do here is, I can group the lns together. So this one I can move to the other side, become ln y minus ln x squared equals to negative 7. Then I factorize out the ln here, y over x squared equals to negative 7. Then ln move to the other side, become exponent e power of 7 equals to y over x squared. Then y equals to e negative 7 x squared. You still get the same result. If you think this method is easier for you to understand, go ahead and do it. Because eventually you will still get the same result here. Okay, so I will just continue. I hope you can understand. If you don't understand, you can ask now. If you want to copy the step or you want to redo it, you can just rewatch the entire video like after like half an hour after the live streaming, because the YouTube normally will upload for me and my YouTube channel. You can check it out after this. Alright, let's go to question number 3 here. Okay, this is modulus inequality. So normally modulus will tell me something, I will get 1 plus and 1 minus. So since this is bigger, so I have two choices. First choice is 4x minus 1 bigger than, okay, we have modulus, right? We go these two direction. We have negative 9 and 9. Okay, so the positive 9 is bigger, so bigger than 9, or 4x minus 1 or less than negative 9. Alright, this is what we will do for here. So this one will give me 4x is bigger than 10, x is bigger than 5 over 2. Isn't it 5 over 2? Alright, this 4x will less than negative 8, x will less than -2. Alright, so yeah, this is the two value will actually give you the answer. For this question is actually quite straightforward. Another method some students will use is they will actually square both sides, and in order to solve it, I believe you can do like that as well in order to get the answer you want. Depending on how you want to do this kind of question, I guess eventually you will still get a correct answer. Never mind, I show you another method. So, alright. Okay, let's say I have 4x minus 1 bigger than 9. So if this is modulus, right, then I will square both sides. Because when I square both sides, what's the purpose of modulus? Purpose of modulus is in order to make the value inside is always positive. But I square it, whatever negative or positive, I also will get the positive. So when I square both sides, right, what I want to do like this. If I square both sides, I can eliminate the modulus. No more modulus. Then here I have 16x squared minus 8x plus 1 bigger than 81. Then 16x squared minus 8x, this one is minus 81 minus 80 bigger than 0. Divide 8 for the whole equation. Then I will factorize here. This is 2x, this is x, and then I should be able to use 5 and 2 here, and minus and plus. Alright, then integrate quadratic inequality tell me bigger is this two direction. I have -2 and 5 over 2. Then x will bigger than 5 over 2. X will less than -2. So yeah, you can realize both of the answer are the same. Just the second method is just slightly more works. So yeah, this is how we do it. Or you can sketch out the graph. I believe some students actually say sketch out the graph and trying to understand it. Yeah, you can do that as well. Alright, so is it almost same with SPM? Yeah, I would say they have about 50 to 60% the same with SPM. But yeah, some topics is only MF, IGCSE have like binomial expansion is only for IG, and IG their differentiation is deeper. They actually the differentiate sine, cos, tangent, exponent, and ln. Yeah, this is not in SPM syllabus. But anyways, okay, let's solve about this quadratic equation. Alright, this quadratic equation will be not so quadratic because you doesn't see any x squared. So what I want to do is, because in order to solve it, right, either I can factorize. If I can't factorize, then I kind of need to do manually. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here is this 2. Because I see square root x, right? I know square root x times square root x, I get x, isn't it? So I can say x is basically is a square root x squared, isn't it? So x here, I'm going to change to square root x squared minus 11 square root x plus 12 equals 0. Okay, but until now, you still cannot see it is quadratic equation. What you can do is can let m equals to square root x. Then you have 2m squared minus 11m plus 12 equals 0. Then is it look like a quadratic now? Yeah. So what we want to do here is we're trying to factorize it. Is it possible or not? This is 2m and m here. In order to get 11, I'm trying to do 4 and 3 minus for both. Yup, it's possible. Then m equals to 3 over 2, then m equals to 4. Alright, now we are not finding m. So we know m is square root x, isn't it? Subtract square root x is 3 over 2. Then square root x is equals to 4. Then what we want to do next is x will be, I square both sides, okay? I square both sides to get rid of the square root, 9 over 4. Same thing here, 16. Done. Alright, so this quadratic equation is not so straightforward. So yeah, if you do like this, it should be okay for you. So can we change the 4x plus 1 to negative 4x minus 1 to negative 4x plus 1? Yeah, I think you can do that also because you want to do plus minus, isn't it? Yup. I believe you can do that. You can try. You got a different answer, let me know. Alright, so how to divide 2 into the whole equation? You just divide 2 for every single one. Okay, so move on because we have so many questions I want to discuss. Okay, trigonometry. So we have an equation y equals to a plus 2 tangent bx, where a and b are constant and passing through that coordinate 0, -4, and have the periods of 480. Okay, first thing, period. Okay, for tangent, you should know, for tangent, this one only apply for tangent, sine and cos is different. Bx is 180. Bx is 180, and period here means is the x value here is 480. Okay, the period basically means the x value in this equation. You just need to understand this one. So if you got it, then yeah, it's very easy. B 480 equals to 180. Then from here, I can easily get the B value, 308. Okay, so this is the first idea. Okay, then the second idea is we want to find A by sub in the coordinate 0 and -4. So y equals to -4. X is 0. Okay, x is 0. So A plus 2 tangent 0. Tangent 0 is just a 0. Then A will be -4. Done. So the equation is 2 tangent 3/8x minus 4. Okay, so this is after I got the answer for A and B, then I will just do like this. It should be quite straightforward. Okay, then I want to sketch this one from 0 to 480. Okay, what I want to do is tangent, normally I will divide them into 4 different parts, because we have first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So this is the reason why I will divide them into 4 parts. So what I will do is I will use 480 divided by 4 first to get 120. So each part will be 120. So I will have 120. And then I have 200. Oh my god, too close. Okay, we have about 120. And then we have about 240. Then we have about 360. And 480. Okay, why I want to do like that? Because I understand the meaning of the periods. Because the period basically mean period basically mean one cycle of tangent. It's basically mean one cycle of tangent. Then I just need to divide that into the half can already. Yeah, I thought I want to draw 2 cycles. So I divide them into the 4 different parts. Okay, because I just need to draw 1 cycle. So this one will be a dotted line, 240. So yeah, I will start from 0. And then all the way get very close to the dotted line. But I will never touch the dotted line. And then come from the bottom and stop at 480. Okay, so yep, this is the whole graph I have. Okay, I make sure I touch at 480. Then I oh sorry, there's -4. There's -4. I totally ignore about -4. No, I'm wrong. Okay, so then I have a -4 here. Okay, because the equation is y equals to what? 2 tangent 3/8x minus 4, isn't it? So I have a -4 here. So I need to draw from the -4. So I will from the -4 get very close to this dotted line and start from bottom, stop at 480. Okay, so yep, this is exactly my graph here. So it's quite straightforward. Use the degree or pi better. In this case, they tell you period is 480, then we will just use the degree. Alright, so if you don't understand, maybe you can just elaborate more, like which part you don't understand. If you have no idea what is going on here, I will totally recommend you to go to watch my previous content. I have a lot of trigonometry video. Yeah, because your basic is very weak, then it's quite hard for you to understand. Yeah, I didn't divide 4 here. Okay, this divide 4 thing, you can just ignore it. Because I thought I want to draw about 2 cycles, so I divide into 4. But for tangent, just divide 2 is enough. Because I want to find where is my asymptotes. Because let's say my period is 180, then I divide 2, I know my asymptotes at 90. Okay? And I see I still have some students trying to spam me. Oh my god. Okay, thanks, Alvin. Help me to remove him. Alright, so yeah, okay, so I will just continue. So this is basically your graph here. So let's move on to number 5 here. So the curve y equals to x squared and y squared equals to 27x intersect at that 2 point, O and A. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of OA. So right now I want to find the intersection point first. The easiest way to find the intersection point is we will just make the we just do the simultaneous. We just sub the y1 into the y2. So I will just sub this equation into here. Okay, x squared equals to 27x. Okay, why is x squared? Because my y is x squared, and then I sub the y into the y. Okay, so alright, so this is x power 4 equals to 27x. Cancel out. No, I don't want to cancel because I want to find the coordinate. So x4 minus x equals to so I want to get two coordinates. Is that possible? Okay, this question is harder than I think. So yeah. No. I just overthink. Sometimes I will just like overthink like, is it very hard? No. It's very easy. Just need to do like this. Then x equals to 0. Then x cubed equals to 27. Then x equals to 3. Alright, then I want to find the y. Y equals to x squared. Then it's 3 squared. Y equals to 9. Then my coordinate A is 3, 9. Okay, just very easy. I suddenly in my brain I just come out something else. I don't know why. Stuck for a while. Alright, after I got the OA, I want to find a perpendicular bisector. So what I will do is, perpendicular bisector means what? Let's say this one is O is 0, 0. And A is about 3, 9 is about here. This is A. This is O. This is OA. So perpendicular bisector means I have one line will passing through the OA and form 90 degrees to the OA. But the problem is this line itself doesn't passing through O or doesn't passing through A. It will passing through the midpoint of OA. Because what's the meaning of bisector? Bisector basically means I will cut the line into the half. This is what we mean bisector. So therefore, I want to find two information. First information is I want to find the midpoint of OA. Second, I want to find the M2, which is the perpendicular gradient of OA. Okay, so this is what I always need to find when they ask about perpendicular bisector. I need to find midpoint and the second gradient. Okay, got it? If you got it already, then I will just start doing here. Okay, I find the gradient of OA first. So O is 0, right? So it will be 9 minus 0 over 3 minus 0. So gradient will be 3. Okay, then M2 will be -1 of gradient of OA. So it will be -1 over 3. This one is because perpendicular formula M1 times M2 equals to -1. Okay, this formula will apply for any 90 degree or perpendicular. Alright, then I want to find the midpoint of it. So midpoint of OA. Okay, the formula is x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, so this is 3 over 2 and 9 over 2. This is the midpoint of OA. Now I have the M2, I have the midpoint. I can form the equation easily by use the gradient formula. Y minus y1 equals to m, x minus x1. You realize this is gradient formula if I move the x minus x1 to the other side. It's a gradient formula. But normally we use this one. What's the purpose of using this one? To form an equation. Linear equation, to form a linear equation. Okay, so it's very easy. You just need to sub your coordinate as the x1 and y1. So y minus 9 over 2, m is -1 over 3, x minus 3 over 2. Alright, I will just solve this equation, or you want to leave the equation like this, then you are fine. You will still get the correct answer here. Yeah, you can just leave your answer like this, or you want to further simplify, go ahead. Alright, so okay, let's simplify lah. This is y minus 9 over 2. This is negative 1 over 3x plus 1 over 2. So if I want to live in y equals to mx plus c, then this is plus 9 over 2 will be 5. Okay, plus 5. Okay, this is your final equation. This line will be perpendicular bisector to OA. Alright, so how to get the midpoint? If you have no idea how to get the midpoint, I think you get into some trouble. Your exam is so near. Midpoint is the most basic formula. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and then y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, we have two coordinates, 0, 0, and 3, 9. Okay, so please understand how to get the midpoint. Alright, so okay, let's go back to here, because some students will say, sir, can I divide x for both sides? If you want to divide x for both sides, you will get into some trouble as well, because you want to get two coordinates. So if you divide x for both sides, right, you will get x cubed equal to 27, you will get x equals to 3, which is your x is only one coordinate, but in fact you have two coordinates here, isn't it? You have two different coordinates. So in this case, in order to get two different coordinates, so I will not divide x in this case. I will just move it to one side and factorize out of x. It will be better. Okay? Okay, so let's move on to number 6. Yeah, I think we're almost halfway already. Let me drink a tea. It's very tiring of discuss math. I hope you guys are still fine. Huh? Yeah, just because it's not easy to continue like pay attention to MF. Alright, so differentiation. Okay, I guess this is small change. So we have an equation, they ask you, and then x in radian. They ask us to use a differentiation to find the approximate change in y. When x increases from 1 to 1 plus h is small. So you know this is small change. So the small change formula is super easy. We change of y over change of x equals to dy dx. Okay, if you have no idea what is going on here, go to check out the small change content. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find the dy dx first. Definitely, I have the equation of y. I can find the dy dx easily. Is that a green tea? This is some herbal tea. Favorite YouTubers. Thanks for that. Alright, so this one is equation will look like this. Okay, this equation is not hard for us to differentiate, but then you need to use the product rule for this kind of questions. So what I will do here is first exponent is very easy. I differentiate it. Basically, I will differentiate the power and write at the front. Differentiate x over 2. What do I get? I get 1 over 2, isn't it? So this is 1 over 2 e x over 2. Okay, done. Differentiate for x. Done differentiate for e power of x over 2. Okay, this one is product rule. Okay, so when you do it, must be very careful. This is uv. Okay, so the product rule tell me u differentiate v plus v differentiate u. Okay, so u is x. I differentiate v, I will differentiate cos 2x. The cos 2x will give me negative 2 sine 2x. Okay, then I will plus. Okay, differentiate v, not differentiate v, copy the v, which is cos 2x. Differentiate the u, which is 1. Because differentiate u is x, isn't it? We differentiate u, we'll get 1. Alright, this is exactly the whole thing I have. Okay, but normally I will want to substitute the x value into here. But I ask myself, what's my x value? In the small change part, in the small change question, the x value will be your original or your, normally I will tell my student, is the original x value. you can see your x is changing from 1 to 1 plus h. So your original x value is 1, isn't it? Because this is your new x value, isn't it? The 1 plus x is your new x value. So therefore, the x value here will be 1. I will need to sub the 1 into my dy dx. So I have e1 over 2 and then minus 2 sine 2 plus cos 2. Okay, so yeah, you can type into some decimal, go ahead. Okay, but then this one, when you type, you must be very careful. Because of what? The question do tell you this is radian, but you check my calculator, you realize my calculator, the top letter there is a D. My calculator there is a degree. So I want to change it into radian in order to make any character mistake. I do shift menu, go to angle unit number 2, and then radian number 2. Now top become RAD, I can type everything I want. 1 over 2, and then where's my E? 1 over 2. And then minus 2 sine, minus 2 sine 2 plus cos 2. Okay, you just type everything and then you will sort of get, I will recommend you at least take 3 decimal if possible. In this case, I will take 4 maybe. I just trying to make my answer as accurate as possible. Normally, I will simplify my answer at the last step, okay? Okay, now I want to go into the small change. So I know my change of x. Change of x is basically I take a new x value minus my old x value, which is 1 plus h minus 1, which is h. Right now I almost have everything ready. I want to find the change of y, isn't it? Change of y over change of x equals to dy dx. So therefore, I know an approximate change in y is basically equals to dy dx multiply change in x. So dy dx is negative 1.4104. Change in x is, change in h is h. Done. Okay, so this is how we get this 6-mark question. First thing is you have to understand about differentiation. You should know when you need to do the product rule. And you should know how to differentiate cos. And you should know how to differentiate exponent. After that, you know everything already. You should know about small change formula. And you should know the x value. You should use the original x value to sub into it. Then you should be fine for this 6-mark question. So if the question doesn't specify that x is in radian or degree for differential integration, is it always in radian? Okay, normally they doesn't specify, we will just see. Because if this one is degree, they must do a sign of degree sign for you. You must pay attention, this is a degree sign. It is like 7 degree, okay? Okay, so if they just write a 7 without the degree sign, this one is radian. Okay, but normally in IG, they will specify its degree or radian. They will either like this, they will straight away tell you it's in radian or degree, or they will give you a range. If they give you a range, something like x is bigger than 2, then this one is radian. If degree, they want to say x is bigger than 2 degree, then this is degree. Okay, if you doesn't see a small circle there, then it is radian. Okay. Alright, so let's see, is there anything? So isn't the exponent pi over 2? Why did you write ex over 2? No, this is ex over 2. So if you want to differentiate already, the power will remain the same. Alright, so yep. I guess I explained everything I want. So let's move on to number 7. Okay, find the exact values. Exact value. Okay, exact value is very important. Okay, so for the constant of k, for the line, the straight line will tangent to the curve. We know tangent means what, isn't it? When a straight line will tangent the curve, basically means what? They only intersect one point. This one means b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Okay, this is important keyword for this question, tangent. Tangent means b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so in order to do b squared minus 4ac, what I want to do first is I need to substitute my first equation into my second equation. Why I want to do that? I want to find my a, b, and c. Then I will sub the y into the y here. I will just sub into each other. Okay, so 2x plus 1 equals to 4x squared plus kx plus k minus 2. Make it 0. 4x squared plus kx. Then move the plus 2x to minus 2x. Okay, plus k plus 1 minus 3. Okay, so then I will just I know my a is 4, very simple, and I know my b is k minus 2, also very simple, and I know my c is k minus 3. Okay, so then what I want to do next is I want to do b squared minus 4ac after I got my a, b, and c here. So b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Alright, we'll need to solve this equation. Since exact value, I guess later I might need to use the quadratic formula. Alright, this is k squared minus 4k plus 4. 16 minus 16k plus 48 equals to 0. Alright, you just simplify this one. Negative 20k plus 52 equals to 0. Yeah, I guess this one we can't factorize, isn't it? If not, they will not tell you exact value. 1, negative 20, 52. Yeah, we can't factorize. So what we want to do is we will use the quadratic formula. Negative b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Alright, so negative 20 plus minus 20 squared 400 minus 4 152 divided by 2 1. Okay, so yep, just solve this one to get so-called the exact value. So this one should be 400 minus 4 times 52, 192. Alright, so 192, if I do the square root for it, so I know I get 8 times, I know I got square root 192 equals to 8 third 3. So basically I know it's actually equals to 64 times 3. Okay, so over 2. Then I will just pretend, or you can just, I believe you can do 8 third 3 no problem lah. So both numbers divided by 2, which is 10 plus minus 2 third 3. It's not 2, it's 4, right? Alright, does the question say they want plus or minus here? Values. Okay, so I guess they can accept both answer, plus and minus here. Okay, so basically the tangent, normally they have two different answers. Tangent in quadratic topic is mean b squared minus 4ac. Tangent at differentiation is mean the gradient of a straight line and the gradient of the curve are the same. Okay, so depend which topic you are using for a word's tangent here. Okay, and I checked the answer already. I guess I am correct. Okay, so yep. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Can we straight away do the quadratic equation on the calculator? I would not recommend, because they give you about 6 marks, right? I guess it's good to show the quadratic formula here. Yeah, it's literally maybe spam you another 30 seconds to write out the quadratic equation. I will always ask you to do that, and you can always use the calculator to check your answer, but I do not recommend you to straight away get the answer. And in fact, I checked the marking scheme. They do have about 2 marks is for formula 1, M1 and A1. So I guess it's good to show the formula here, or else you will lose the mark for M1. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, log questions. Okay, explain why the x must be greater than 1 over 2. Alright, so log. For log AB, we know A and B. We know A and B must be always bigger than 0. This is a common sense. Because log cannot, for log, right, A and B cannot equal to 0 or cannot be negative. So therefore, over here, the easiest way I will say is, I will say x plus 3 must bigger than 0, or 2x minus 1 must bigger than 0. So this one, x must bigger than... Okay, they ask about 1 over 2, then I will just ignore about this one. This one, x is bigger than negative 3. This one, x will be bigger than 1 over 2. So I will just ignore about this one because they asked about 1 over 2. Then I will just use the second thing to actually prove it. Yeah, A, B, C, D are positive constant. Explain why x must greater than 1 over 2. Yeah, I think you can just do like this, because if x is less than 1 over 2, right, you will actually get the math error. Okay, so okay, you can do this one as well if you want. If you want, it doesn't matter. X plus 3 is bigger than 0. And x must bigger than negative 3. And then if you learn about inequality, you should know if this is negative 3, this is 1 over 2. Okay, so this is from here, this one from here. We are bigger, right? We are bigger, right? Because this is in the same question, right? So you want to find the area, both of them actually overlap. So where they overlap, one is only here, isn't it? Because why? If okay, we have some number in between. Let's say we have a number in between 0. If you sub the 0 into this question, you sub into the first one, you will not get math error. But if you sub into the second one, you get math error. Because log a negative 1 is a math error. So therefore, we cannot take any number in between here. So we need to find the area, both of them also passing through, which is the share in the common. So this is the reason why some students might ask, sir, why can't I take x is bigger than negative 3? You can't. Because x bigger than negative 3, you can just make sure the first log will not get math error, but the second one will still get the math error. So you must get x must bigger than 1 over 2. Okay? I hope I make you understand this. So yeah, you can use your own words to write. You can say, okay, when x is equals 1 over 2 or less than 1 over 2, the log will actually get undefined. Alright, so okay, like example, you can give an example. Let's say if x is equal to 0, the first log is get positive, but the second log you will get undefined. Okay, so you can use any of your own sentence to explain about this thing. It's fine, or you can just copy whatever answer from the marking scheme. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Find the exact solution. Okay, exact, normally we need to leave the answer in fraction or in exponent or in ln. Okay, so okay, let's solve it. So here log a6 equals to 2 log a y plus 3. Okay, log tell me the number. I can move up, become power. And then I can cancel out the log a and log a. 6 equals to y squared plus 6y plus 9. 0 equals to y squared plus 6y plus 3. Alright, another quadratic. I'm not sure why they love quadratic so much. So y equals to negative b plus minus square root b squared 36 minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, this is 12. 24 over 2. 24 will be 4 times 6, right? 4 times 6, yeah. 2 thirds 6 over 2. Negative 3 plus minus thirds 6. Okay, use a calculator to double check your answer. So you can go to polynomial 2, 1, 6, 3. Okay, then you should get exactly the same answer with mine. Okay, so move on. 3 mark. So because they want the exact value, so you must leave in the square root form. Because if you leave your final answer in decimal, then you will be marked as wrong or you will be minus mark. Because decimal is not the exact value. Okay, so let's move on to B. So if the question doesn't specify the x in radian or degree for the difference, Is it always in radian, right? I think I explained this one just now. If the question doesn't tell you anything, okay, you can assume it's radian, but which is not possible. So far, I did about 10 years of the past year question. The question normally they will tell you. Okay, if the question only write a number like x must be bigger than 2, this one is in radian. Okay, if they say x must be bigger than 2 degree, this one is in degree. So use your eyes to see the sign. See the sign. If you have the sign, the small circle there is a degree. If you don't see any sign here, it's in radian. Okay? So, yeah, please don't ask me again. Okay, we want to solve this one and leave our answer in this form. Okay, so this is log A9 plus log AB multiply log square root B 9A. Alright, okay. This is 9, isn't it? Okay, we try to simplify this one. Okay, this is plus, right? Okay. This one log AB, I try, okay, never mind, I leave it first. And then this one, I will just change them into the base A, see what happened. This is log A over log A, 9A on the top here, and square root 6 at the bottom. Okay. Then this one is log A9 plus log AB multiply. This is multiplication in log. They tell me multiplication in log mean plus. Log AA over. This one is 6 power of 1 over 2. Square root is power 1 over 2. 1 over 2 we can move to the front. Become 1 over 2. Log A6. Okay, so is there anything we can solve here? Oh, log AA is 1. Is it need to use the information on the top? No, right? Yeah, I think maybe we do not need whatever on the top. Okay, log AA is 1, so I can change this one into the 1. Alright, then I will just trying to simplify it. Okay, it's kind of weird here. Okay, I will multiply this one into both of them. But there's no point of doing that. Oh, you want to factorize out the log A9, is it? Okay, I factorize out the log A. Can I do that? Okay, never mind. Plus log AB multiply with log A9 plus log AB. And then here will be over 1 over 2. Oh, this is B, no wonder. This is B. This is not 6. Yeah. No wonder I do and do. I find it's become weird and weird. Okay, this is B. Alright. Then it's fine now. It's fine now. Alright, so it's just stuck me for a while. Well, I thought it's a 6. It's so weird. Okay, so log AB and log AB I can cut now. Okay, then the whole thing become a lot easier. Alright, so yeah, this one, the half actually will become multiply 2 for the whole thing. So it become 2 log A9 plus 2. Okay, so I will plus them, it becomes 3 log A9 plus 2. So this is my answer. Of course, I want to write in the form they want. I will just say this is 2 plus 3 log A9. Done. Okay, because just now I thought it's a 6, though I was stuck for a while. Why so weird? One this question, I couldn't get the answer I want. Realize I see wrongly. It's a B. Okay, so any number divided by 1 over 2 is equals to multiply 2. Yeah, I realize a lot of you actually tell me, sir, it's a B, it's a B, it's a B, it's a B. Alright, so yeah, sorry when I too concentrate doing my thing, I didn't see the chat at the same time. So, okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so yep, my answer is correct. Okay, number 9, another differentiation questions. So they give you second derivative, first derivative, and then they ask you to find equation of the curve. So I know that I need to integrate 2 times. So first idea you must know, you will get dy dx when you integrate d2y dx square. Okay, this is the first idea you must know. So therefore, dy dx is 1 over 2 at this point on the curve. Alright, so it doesn't matter first. I was trying to integrate sine 6x minus pi over 2 dx first. Okay, so what am I doing here is integrate sine giving negative cos. So we get negative cos 6x minus pi over 2. And then we need to differentiate whatever inside the bracket, which if I differentiate this one will give me 6, isn't it? So I'll get a 6 here. So I get a divided by 6. Okay, so basically if you integrate sine ax plus b, you should get about negative cos ax plus b divided by a, yeah? Okay, plus c. Okay, so this is what happened. What is happening here? Alright, then we know dy dx is equal to 1 over 2 because right now we want to find c. Okay, we want to find c. And then I know my x value is pi over 4. Negative cos 6 pi over 4 minus pi over 2 divided by 6 plus c. Alright, then type in a calculator and make sure you change calculator in radian. My calculator already in radian, then I'm fine. 6 pi over 4 minus pi over 2. Okay, so I will get negative 1, which is nice. Negative 1, negative multiply negative 1, I get positive 1. So this is 1 over 6. So c will equals to 1 over 2 minus 1 over 6. So 1 over 2 minus 1 over 6. You get 1 over 3. Now I got my c already. Then we'll just continue. Then c equals to 1 over 3. I got my whole dy dx. Is basically is negative cos 6x minus pi over 2 over 6 plus 1 over 3. We haven't finished because this question is not about finding dy dx. This question wants us to find the equation of curve. How to find equation of curve is, we understand equation of curve y is actually integrate dy dx. Okay, so I will need to integrate dy dx again. Integrate negative cos. Okay, so normally if I integrate like this, I make my equation easy. I take out the 6 here. I take out the 1 over 6. Okay, so then I take out negative 1 over 6 lah. I don't want to make my equation so complicated. This is cos 6x minus pi over 2. And then plus I integrate 1 over 3 lah. Okay, I will integrate both. Or you want to integrate all of them together. But since I take out negative 1 over 6 already, I need to separate the 1 over 3. I cannot straight away say plus 1 over 3. If like this, that means I take out the negative 1 over 6 from both. But in fact, I don't take out from 1 over 3, isn't it? This is the reason why I separate them. Okay, write a dx here lah. Plus integrate 1 over 3 dx. Okay, so integrate here. Integrate cos give me positive sign. So I get sine 6x minus pi over 2 divided by 6 again because I differentiate 6x, get 6 here. Alright, then here I will do plus 1 over 3x. Okay, just now I already used plus c. So normally I will avoid using back the same letter to confuse the examiner. There's no point of doing that. Then we'll do plus d. Okay, since I already use c, then I use d. After I use d, I use e and so on. Alright, so I need a coordinate x and y. Then refer back to the question. I should have some coordinate in the questions. Yeah, this one is exactly the coordinate I want. My y will be 13 pi over 12. And my x is pi over 4. Alright, so here I will just do sine 6 pi over 4 minus pi over 2 divided by 6 plus pi over 4, right? So pi over 12 plus d. Okay, after you multiply in, you use 1 over 3 multiply pi over 4. Okay, so here the only thing I want to solve first is the complicated sine thing. So sine 6 pi over 4 minus pi over 2. Okay, I get 0. Nice. Then the whole thing becomes 0 here. So yeah, then I will just say the d basically is 13 pi over 12 minus pi over 12. Then I get 12 pi over 12, then d equals to pi. Okay, so after I got the d, I can sub back to my equation of the curve. Finally, negative 1, okay, negative 1 over 6 times 6 is 36, at the denominator. 6x minus pi over 2 over 36 plus 1 over 3x plus pi. Yeah, this equation is extremely long, but I guess you should get the correct answer here. Yeah, I would say a lot of work here for these integration questions. So this Saturday and Sunday, do you free or not? Can discuss one more MF paper 1. Because next Monday is IG paper 1. I let you know again because Saturday and Sunday night also have class. But I see whether is it possible I can adjust one of my class to other days. Yeah, do let me know any paper you hope I can discuss first. Then maybe if I can make the arrangement, I want to arrange it with my student first. If I can make the arrangement, then I'll announce at my YouTube channel. Make sure you do subscribe my YouTube channel. Alright, so continue. How many questions we left here? We still have 1, 2, 3 question. Oh my god, still have 3 more. Okay, vector. Why is 36? Okay, let's come back here. Some student doesn't see it. Because it's 6 times 6. Do you see? This is how I get 36. Same, I also have paper 1 on Monday. I have the question, is there the difference between paper 1 and paper 2? I would say there's no difference for paper 1 and paper 2. Is it tuition only for, I mean, is it discussion only for IGCSE? Yes, this is IGCSE paper. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Vector. Okay, I drink some tea first. If you are taking O level, I think the question is about 80 to 90% are the same. So definitely you can benefit from here. But if you're an SBM student, it's quite different. Yeah, you never learn on how to integrate sine, cos, tangent, isn't it? So SBM student might feel a little bit blur here. And just from 4 from USJ 12. This teacher seems very good. Alright, thanks for that. Okay, does IGCSE syllabus cover more than SPM syllabus? For some topic, yes. Okay, but like trigonometry, SPM actually is more deeper because you have double angle, you have A plus B for sine, cos, tangent, and then you have half angle. This is not happening in IG. Some topic SPM is harder, like SPM you do learn about probability distribution, but in IG they don't learn that. They will learn at A level. So yeah, have pro and con. Okay, let's go to this question. Relative to the origin, the position vector of A, B, C are as below. I love about column vector, it's easier. So they ask about unit vector of AB. I want to find AB first. So I know AB is AO plus OB. AO will be in opposite direction, right? Then they add negative for both. Okay, negative 6 and positive 5. OB is 10, 3. That will just plus them, I will get 4 and 8. Alright, so in order to find the unit vector of unit vector of AB is basically the length of AB multiply vector of AB. Okay, 1 over length of AB multiply vector of AB. Okay, so which is 1 over square root 4 square plus 8 square and then 4, 8. So yeah, you can do something like square root 16 plus 64. So it's 4 third 5. Yeah, you can see 1 over 4 third 5 bracket 4, 8. Okay, you can leave your final answer like this. You should get it correct. But if you want to multiply in, you can go ahead and do that. And I check the marking scheme. If you want to leave this one as square root 80 also can. If you don't want to simplify them into a 4 third 5. Yeah. Okay, so done the 3 mark. Quite easy as long as you memorize the unit vector formula. Alright, so maybe continues 060611 May June paper 2 1. Yeah, it's a good idea. I also think if I do have any discussion before your paper 1, I will go for paper 1 for May June 2021. Alright, so point A is the midpoint of the BC. Find the value of x and y. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no, it's not that hard. This one we can use the coordinate to solve because the question doesn't actually force us to use the vector. But if you want to use the vector, you can do that also. So basically, we know point A basically means the vector A. So here, what they're trying to say is OA is equals to half of the BC. Because it's the midpoint of it, isn't it? So you can say it's half of the BC. Okay, so but when we do that time, we must be careful as well. So over here, because I know OA actually we can say is the coordinate of A. So I prefer, if I want to use a coordinate, I can say this is 6, -5. Then OB is basically is 10, 3. And my OC is basically is X, Y. So if I can use the midpoint formula, right? Because I already know OA is coordinate A. So therefore I can use the midpoint formula x plus 10 over 2 equals to 6. Then y minus 5 over 2 equals to -5. Then from here I have 12 minus 10 is 2. -10 plus 10 is -5. Then my x and y, I got the answer, which is 2 and sorry, this is y minus y plus 3, then so this is -13. Okay, if you use the vector, I think it's a little bit weird. Let me see. BC. Okay, this one is I trying to use the coordinate method. I'm thinking if I don't want to use the coordinate method, is there any other methods I can use here? Okay, OA is 6 -5 equals to, is a midpoint, right? So it will be half of BC. Because BC, right? Because BC, I will do BO plus OC, but I do BO, I will just have the negative coordinates. Let's see what happened. -10, -3 plus x plus y. Then I will get 12 equals to -10 plus x. Then I get x equal to 22, you see? So this is the reason why we cannot straight away say it's half of the BC. So in this case, I think we better just use back the coordinates because use the coordinate is very easy. You want to use the vector to solve this one, you might need to think a little bit. Let me see. B is the midpoint of BC. B will be 10, 3. This might be. A will be 6, -5. This one will be A. Then C we do not know, but A is the midpoint of it, so C must be, okay, C must be somewhere here. BC. but this is OA, OB, OC. And I want to find the OC, isn't it? I want to find the OC. Oh, okay. Then I can say, okay, I got it. Then I can say OC is basically equals to OA plus AC, isn't it? So, yeah, if you want to do the, yeah, you can do like this, isn't it? Because I want to find the OC. So OC equals to OA. OA is basically is 6, 5. And AC will be half of the BC. Then I will just try to solve here. I try to use a vector to solve this one, okay? Which is, I think, is a bit unnecessary for 2 marks, but let's see. If the question asks you to use that, then you kind of have no choice. B is what? tan 3. This is OB. Alright, then we have XY again. This is not worth my 2 mark way. So this one will be minus 10 plus x minus 3 plus y, and then this is xy. I don't know, seems weird to me. Minus 5 plus half x. So here I will get half x equals to 1, x equals to 2. Yeah, which is correct. Y equals to -5 minus 3 over 2 plus half y. Then I solve it. Half y equals to negative. This one will be 10, 13 over 2. Then y equals to -13. Yeah, I still get the same result if I want to use the vector to solve. But like I say, if you're trying to use a vector to solve this kind of 2 mark question, it's actually will take quite some time for a 2 marks. So, alright, let's have a look at the C here. So, point E lies on OD. Okay, such that we have some ratio. So, find the value of lambda such that BE is parallel to x-axis. Alright, okay, so first thing is we have some parallel and we have some collinear as well. So E lies on here, so I know OE over OD is equals to 1 over 1 plus lambda. This is what I can get from the ratio here. And then the find the value of lambda is BE. Okay, BE is parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis, right? Any vector, this is x-axis, any vector parallel to x-axis, we know we only move the x, right? The y should be 0. The y should be 0. This is what happened when parallel to it. So what we can do here is, okay, so we can, from there we can get the OE here. So OE should equals to 1 over 1 plus lambda OD. And we have the coordinate of, we have the vector of OD. OD is 12, 7. So this is 12, 7. Alright, then since the BE is parallel to x-axis, right? Then I will just say this is BO plus OE. Okay, BO is basically negative for B, -10, -3. -10 and -3. And OE I have already is basically 1 over 1 plus lambda, 12, 7. Okay? Okay, like I say, if they are parallel to x-axis, the bottom will actually get 0. So the bottom will actually get 0. So which is -3, which is -3 plus this 1 need to multiply into the 7. 7 over 1 plus lambda equals 0. Then 7 over 1 plus lambda equals to 3. 1 plus lambda equals to 7 over 3. Then lambda should equals to 4 over 3. I hope my answer is correct. If not, I'm going to just redo the things again. Yeah, 4/3 is correct. Congrats to myself. I can move on to the next one. Okay, you guys can understand, right? So first thing is they give us the ratio. So from the ratio over there, I make them into a fraction. So like OE ratio OD become OE over OD. Then after I get the fraction already, I try to make OE a subject because I see BE over there. I know BE is BO plus OE. So eventually I need to use the OE. So after I make the OE a subject, I just sub it back into it and then I will solve it. Okay, so okay, there's no other question I want to answer in the chat room, so I'm going to move on to 11. Progression. So we have second, 8, and 44th term of the arithmetic progression form the first 3 term. Okay, okay, for AP, the second term is called A plus D for T2. T8 is A plus 7D. T44 is A plus 43D. This is just using the formula A plus N minus 1D. Okay, so they will say all this information going to form the first 3 term of GP. Okay, so this one in GP, this one is actually become first term, second term, and third term. Alright, I want to see how I'm going to use them in the later. So the first term is 1, and then common difference is positive. Okay, show that the common difference of the arithmetic progression is 5. Okay, they give 5 marks for this one. So in order to solve this one, I would need to do something for GP. Because at the GP here, we know there's one way we can form the equation, which is the second equation divided by first equation will equals to the third equation divided by second equation, right? This is our formula for GP. Okay, why I want to do this? Because I have so many unknown here. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to find a way to form the equation. From there, then I can solve it. And since we know A equals to 1, then over here, I can just change all my A into the 1. This one is 1 plus D. And then this one is 1 plus 7D. And the last one is 1 plus 43D. Okay, then I will use this one to try to solve it. Okay, so 1 plus 7D over 1 plus D equals to third term is 1 plus 43D. Second term is 1 plus 7D. Okay, I'm going to cross over multiply. Alright, so this is 1 plus 7D square equals to 1 plus D multiplied 1 plus 43D. Okay, this quadratic equation seems very messy. I try my best to solve it. 49D square. Okay, so here I have 1 plus 40 plus 43 plus 1 plus 44D plus 43D square. Alright, I will simplify D square and D square. I will get 6D square. I will simplify the D here. I will get 30 minus 30D. And then, oh, nice, this is 0. Then I take out the 2D. I get 3D minus 50 equals to 0. Then D equals to 0 or D equals to 5. They asked me to show a common difference is 5, isn't it? Shown. Okay, D will be the common difference. So the first one, D equals to 0, normally I would just reject it lah. Because they tell me the common difference must be positive. 0 itself is not positive value. So this is the reason why we cannot do that. Alright. So find the sum of first 20 term of AP. So after I got the D already, sum of first 20 term, Sn formula is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, this formula will be given, so no need to worry. No, sorry, only given for SPM student. ID student, you have to memorize yourself. Alright, this is 20 over 2. This is 21 plus 19d. Okay, so this is 10. And this is 2 plus... What is that? 95, 97. Okay, so we're 970. But sometimes don't trust our brain so much, trying to use the calculator whenever it is possible. Just to avoid you make some carry mistake, okay? So I think IGCSE is given as well, really? I haven't got updates from the IGCSE. We will give you the progression formula. Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, it's given. Yes, it's given. Okay. Thanks for that student to tell me that. Okay, so find the fifth term of the GP. So, okay, just now we haven't find out our R value and so on, isn't it? So we kind of need to sub back to see what happened here. So since T1 is 1 plus D, which is 6. D is 5, isn't it? This is 6. This one, 7, 5 is 35, 36. 43 times 5 plus 1. This is 216. So for this GP, I know A equals to 6. My R is 36 over 6. My R is 6 as well. Okay, so A is 6, R is 6. Okay, so right now I can solve the GP questions. So fifth term, T5. Okay, Tn equals to ARn minus 1. So this is AR power 4. Okay, so A is 5, A is 6, R is 6. Then everything type in the calculator. Basically 6 power 5, right? So you get 7, 7, 7, 6. Okay, quite simple, this 2 mark. Explain why or not the sum of infinity of this GP exists. So in order to do sum to infinity, we know that this is formula to sum to infinity, right? A over 1 minus R. In order to do this one, modulus R must be less than 1. Basically means R must be less than, between -1 and 1. But in this case, your R is 6, isn't it? 6 is more than 1 already. So therefore, I will say sum to infinity doesn't exist. Does not exist. Because R is more than 1 in this case. In this case, the R is equals to 6. Okay, so you can use any of your own sentence to explain. But over here, you just need to know sum to infinity, R must be between -1 and 1. Okay? So you need more sleep. Yeah, I definitely need more sleep. Yeah, that's the reason why I hope I can finish this live streaming as soon as possible. Then I can go to have some rest myself. Good job to myself. Last question. Oh my god, so tiring. Continue working space. Alright, 9 mark. Okay, integration, find area, I guess. Okay, this diagram, you have some equation, and then they give you another straight line, and then k must be bigger than 3. Okay, so the line passing through the maximum. Okay, so we have some line passing through the maximum of the curve and parallel. Okay, so I guess that mean this line at the middle here. And parallel to y-axis meet the x-axis at A. So the curve will meet the x-axis at B. Alright, and then k minus 3 going to meet the C. Okay, it's everything exactly show in the diagram. There's nothing I actually need to I need to like write it down. Anyways, I want to thank the Elvin to stay until this late to trying to help me to moderate the chat room as well. Alright, so let's finish this one so everyone can go to rest. Okay, we want to find area of shadow region. So my logic is definitely I need to find what is the coordinate. C first is very important. So over here, C is basically is the intercept between the curve and the straight line. So I can just sub into each other and then I should be able to solve it now. Because I need to find what is k first. Okay, solve the curve first. Since we have this one, so I know my value I should get 3. I make y equals 0. I make y equals 0. I will get x equals to 3 and x equals to 9. So I have these two coordinates, 3 and 9. And A is the midpoint of them. You just do 3 plus 9, then divide by 2. You should get the middle one. This one will be 6. Okay, so here will be... I'm not sure I need the coordinate or not, but I can just say this is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. This is 3, so this is 6, 9. Okay, this is my maximum coordinate here. Okay, so, and then... what else information I need to find here? K minus 3. The straight line will intersect. This line is parallel to x-axis. Must be a way of me. Oh, I need to find the value in terms of k. No, right? I need to solve the k. Okay, can. We can actually solve it easily. We just sub into it. Okay, I just overthink already. Okay, so basically now is 9 minus x and x minus 3 equals to the k minus 3. But because right now we are finding the c, right? C we know both of them also have the x value equals to k. So because of this, I can actually sub the k into my x value here. So in this case, I can just say this is 9 minus k, and then bracket k minus 3 equals to k minus 3. Alright, so over here, I will just factorize k minus 3. I do not want to expand it, so I let you see what is happening here. Okay, so I minus k minus 3 equals 0, and then I factorize out the k minus 3. So I should have a 9 minus k minus 1 equals to 0. Then k equals to 3. And then this one is all 9, which is 8 minus k, isn't it? 8 minus k equals to 0. Then k equals to 8. Since the question tell me k must be bigger than 3, then I rejected the first answer because first answer is not bigger than 3. So therefore, I only have one answer, which is k equals to 8 here. Okay, so, and then what I want to do next is, okay, after I got the k, I'm very happy because I got the coordinate c here. So this one is 8 and 5. Alright, because 8 minus 3 is 5. So I got my coordinate c here. Okay, then right now I want to find the area of the shaded region. I think it's possible right now. Okay, so here I'm going to differentiate them into two different parts. First part is called rectangle. The part B is the curve area, which is from 5 to 9. Okay, so the area of shaded region. Okay, I write the short form. You don't write the short form in the exam. So therefore, I know I want to do the area A plus area B. Of course, this area A and area B in the exam you don't write. Here, I just want you to understand. Okay, so this one is basically, this is A, not 5. This is A. Yeah, scare me why we'll have 5 here. Okay, so this one, the length here is 6 to 8, which is 2. Okay, the height here is 5. So it's 5 times 2. Very easy. Okay, then area B, I need to integrate from 8 to 9 for the equation of the curve. So equation of curve I don't like in this pattern. I will just expand them. Alright, this one should be 9x minus 27 and then minus x squared plus 3x. So rearrange them as negative x squared plus 12x minus 27. Okay, I'm going to integrate this equation. Okay, so this is how I get the B. This is 10 plus, integrate this one, negative x cubed over 3 plus 12x squared over 2, which is 6x squared, minus 27x. This is 8 and 9. Alright, then I will need to insert the value into it and solve it. It's a bit troublesome, but let's do it. It's negative 729 over 3 plus 6 times 81 minus 27 times 8 and 9, sorry. And then I put the big brackets. I minus it. This one more big bracket lah. It doesn't matter. A 64 512, isn't it? Sometimes I don't trust my brain so much. Yeah, 512. 64 minus 27, 8. Okay, then let's use calculator. 729 over 3 plus 6 times 81 minus 27 times 9. Okay, I'm not sure. I hope it's correct. Okay, then another 512 over 3 plus 6 times 64 minus 27 times 8. Okay. Negative 83, 8 over 3, sorry. So which is 10 plus this one, so it should be 38 over 3 as the final answer. Okay, but here, I will always want to check this one is correct or wrong. So I will normally insert the whole equation into a calculator to check it out. So this one is, this is negative x squared plus 12x minus 27. And then from 8 to 9. Okay, calculator should tell me the final answer is 8 over 3. Then I know my answer is correct. So yeah, I always want to do this to avoid I make any careless mistake at the calculation, especially when the equation go very complicated. Alright, then since the calculator tell me my answer is correct, then I'm very confident my final answer is correct here. Dun, 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 dun. We finish. Alright. What time we start just now? We start about 9:15, isn't it? 9:15, 10. Yeah, we finished less than 2 hours. So could you please do more MF paper that help a lot cause I have IGCSE this year and we are so far from finishing the syllabus. Okay, I try my best to do one more at this weekend, but I cannot promise. I need to discuss with my students first. Yeah, and I do post a lot of math content in my channel and a lot of topic actually can benefit IGCSE students. So make sure you actually can go to watch them. And I believe all other math teacher in YouTube also teach very well. So yeah, just go to check it out. Where can I download this calculator emulator? You need to pay every year, it's not mistaken. You can download from the Casio website. You just go to Google the Casio emulator. Then you go to that website, you pay by credit card, then you should be able to download it. Isn't the hypotenuse of the triangle a curve or line? That one is a curve. Alright, we don't have any triangle here. Okay, don't see this one as a triangle because this one is not the triangle. This line is the curve. Okay, it's not the straight line. Do not overwork, sir. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just do post this live. Yeah, I will post this live. YouTube will post for me lah. All my live streaming YouTube will post to my YouTube channel unless I doesn't set it as public. The publish. So then yeah, you might not able to see it, but because this live I set it as published so that all of you can actually watch this one. Alright, anyways, thanks for your time. I just let all of you go to rest because now it's almost 11 already. So using the old one or new calculator is better. I always recommend students to use the new calculator because fully utilize the technology give to us, isn't it? Why we need to use back the old method to do the math, isn't it? Okay, so I have about 40 to 50 video on teaching you how to use a calculator. Actually it's sponsored by Casio. Just go to my YouTube channel, check for the playlist like Casio calculator tips. Yeah, if you want to learn more about how to use this calculator, go ahead and learn it. Alright, so anyways, can this calculator show graph? Yes, somehow it can show graph, but they show in the QR. but it's not really the graphical calculator. I do not recommend you to buy this one for graph. Alright, thanks for your time, and I will see you guys again soon somewhere at my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe my YouTube channel, and if you want to support my channel, yeah, go to share this live to your friend, and I will see you guys around, and have a wonderful night. Bye bye and good night. Bye bye.